Alright. Hello, I am Skin Schizo. Oh, dead hair. Recently I've been having the hankering for Batman Arkham games, so I was thinking about playing, like, I guess it's a quadrilogy now. Um, I was in the middle of playing through them recently before I started streaming. And I did it like out of release order. I did Origins first, because why not start with the prequel? And I was in the middle of playing Asylum, which I need to configure real quick. Oh. Let's get rid of this image. It's not captured yet. Is it? Yeah, that looks like it. Controller. Alright, we're basically ready to start soon. Gotta not the wires tangle me. This here. Yeah, that's as far as it'll go. Does I think the audio cuts off when I click off the tab. A little difficult. I can still sort of see it. Okay. I'll get ready to start now. As I was saying earlier, I was already playing it. One big difference outside of like story between this and all Origins is when you play on hard, it gets rid of the counter prompt that goes over the head. You have to turn off that prompt. You gotta go into hints. Starting a new one. Make it a little bright. Put the subtitles on. And naturally on hard. Autosave. I like how Gotham looks in this game. Too bad we don't really get to play in it. Just in the asylum, I mean.
Stand back, fool! I've got a bomb. Huh? All right.
It was kind of a shock to see how outdated the models to these characters look compared to later released games in the series and like just in general. It's kind of funny, but it's also mainly homely. It's mainly homey. I don't know why Joker was kneeling there. Maybe he was like roughed up before getting here.
Hey, Sharpie. Love what you've done with the place.
He doesn't look bruised.
To you. Bowles!
Yo, Frankie! How's the wife and kids? You miss me?
Shut it, clown! A lot of people here really want to talk to you.
Really? I don't mind walking. Not so tight, boys. You'll crease the suit.
Get that filthy degenerate out of here.
Warden, something's not right. I'm going with him.
I'm too excited to get back to the combat. I know it's like
Yes, sir. He's waiting
very
for you
simple.
down at patient handover. He got here just
and a lot of
before you
games do this type of combat, but
Sharpie loves his cameras. Hey, Sharpie, you getting my good side?
it's fun to me. It's fun to
They're
me.
all good, aren't they?
I want him securely locked away this time.
Look at all this new security. How's the guy supposed to break out of here?
A lot of this is gonna be like Joker
Patient
talking.
in the intensive treatment lobby. All non-essential staff to vacate the area.
And they got the first person cam.
Oh, it's always nice to return to my sweet little hacienda.
They make Joker look old in this game. I guess it's a receding hairline. The tracking. Oh.
You know what? I prefer the good old cavity search. Much more personal.
What did Joker mean by this?
I want Joker searched again.
It's not the patient. It's
Ooh, would you sneak in with your bats? Come on, tell me. Batarangs, bat claws, ooh, bat snacks.
No mention of
screen on Joker.
the aforementioned Batplug.
I want weapons on him at all times. Do not let him out of your sight.
There'll be time enough for you later, Nash. Speaking of time, tick-tock.
Yeah. It's a character that comes in later. Throughout
What's
the
up, Doc? Pencil me in for tomorrow at 4. We've got a lot of catching up to do.
Okay, he's clear.
already a little bit of foreshadowing for later.
This is Quincy Sharp, warden of Arkham Asylum.
Ooh, it's my favorite show. I'm Warden Idiot. You'll never escape.
Fueled and become the nation's premier psychiatric evaluation and rehabilitation center for the criminally insane.
Those fuck.
Situated on a small island.
Those people.
Hear about Blackgate? Joe! Shut up! Go, shut you soon, boss!
Shut it
I'm
and keep
telling you,
moving.
the state of the wiring in these
Shut
federal facilities
now.
is, well, it's shocking. My boys over there could have been hurt in that unfortunate fire.
Quincy has his like name everywhere in this asylum.
Prisoner, Officer Bowles.
Whatever, just be quick.
Only following procedure.
That's also another
Patient
familiar
seems to be in
voice actor.
satisfactory condition. Looks like he suffered minor lacerations, probably in the last 2 hours. There seems to be...
Need to take my temperature? I'd be happy to drop
Not
my
funny,
pants.
didn't laugh.
He's all yours. Get him out of here.
He's good. Get the door open.
I know Batman wouldn't, but I wonder if he would ever just say LOL or LOL.
Category 9 patient in transit.
One of those sicko people.
Classification system active.
Like
Shoot
me.
to kill permissions granted.
You heard the lady. We got another psycho on the way.
I don't think I've seen a single police officer kill anybody in this game.
Excitement in the air. No?
Oh
Must
wait,
have been one of
there's.
the guards then. Croc, old boy, is that you?
He looks huge in this fucking game. He looked like half this sized in
ready.
Origins.
Keep your weapons trained on it. At
Maybe.
all times.
Well, it looks bulkier at least.
What's it doing?
I've got your scent, Batman. I will hunt you
Get
down.
that animal under control.
A toy collar won't stop me from killing you, Batman. I'll rip you apart, eat your bones.
That reminds me, I really need to get me some new
Okay,
shoes.
move up.
Oh, crocodile skin. That's probably what he's talking about. Never got that joke. Last week when I was playing this for a bit.
Hold tight.
How come they let Batman pass security?
Whee!
Who the fuck
Great
said that?
night for a party.
Not where you're going.
The night is young, Bats. I still have a trick or two up my sleeve. I mean, don't you think it's a little bit funny how a fire at Blackgate caused hundreds of my crew to be moved here?
Joker sound like
I
a
thought I
conspiracy
told you to stay
theorist.
quiet. Oh, Frankie, you really should learn to keep that fat mouth of yours shut. It'll get you into trouble.
Tell me something. You've never let me catch you this easily. What are you really after?
Oh, nothing much. Hundreds dying in pain and fear. All their meaningless lives brought to a horrifying conclusion. All thanks to you and a book of matches. Was that the answer you wanted?
All patients should avoid contact with prisoners from Blackgate Prison Facility. Their presence...
What's he doing?
Stay where you are.
Get a flashlight. Get a light on him.
I've always liked this little fake out.
What? Don't
Keep
you
the
trust me?
intro sequence
Our guest
entertaining at
has
least.
arrived.
Intensive treatment. Lower floors are now at level red alpha.
I might just get that as a
So,
ringtone. That
You're back. You killed 3 of my crew and you busted out of here.
Only 3? I'll be sure to try harder next time.
Notification,
What
I meant.
say we aim for 100?
those are rookie numbers.
Long night, Jim?
Joker invades City Hall and holds the mayor hostage, leaving it to me to juggle SWAT teams, the media, and you. Yeah, it's been a hell of a night.
Hopefully the last one we'll ever have with him.
Yeah, right.
Ominous.
Hold it there. Sorry, Batman. Arkham
Ominous.
staff only.
I assure you, if anyone's qualified, it's...
Listen, I appreciate the assistance, but he'll unsettle the more violent inmates.
I think he's talking about you, Bats.
It's a good reason, I guess,
You're
but
always welcome here. Gotta say, it's good to be back.
because like an inmate could start like
okay?
smashing his heads on
We
the bars or
surrendered almost
whatever.
without a fight. I don't like it.
But
At least he's back where he belongs.
keeping them apart is like what causes this game to go into emotion. Not that it matters, really.
Joker's loose. Alert the warden.
What did you do?
The joke's on you. Ta-da! Honey, I'm home.
Come on in.
Okay, combat's gonna start soon.
Welcome to the madhouse, Batman! I set a trap, and you sprang it.
I'll probably be like quiet for
Now
most of
let's
it.
get this party started. Ladies and maniacs, I apologize for this interruption to your regular entertainment. Up until a few seconds ago, I was going to kill everyone in the room and then watch cartoons. But then, well, you know how I do love a captive audience. I'm just warming you up, Bats. Fresh
Oh, there's gonna be more
Blackgate
soon.
Correctional Facility, with a combined sentence of
I wish I could check the audio levels, but
Ding, ding, ding,
I think I
ding,
can
ding.
right
It's
now.
round 2. Sorry, Bats. Gotta run. I got places to go, people to slay.
Oh. Nice. Flawless so far.
The system's jammed. We're stuck in here. Joker's in full control of the security gates.
I'll find a way out. Gordon, try and contact the warden. Let him know what's happened.
There he is.
Don't make promises you can't keep, Bats. I'm in control of the asylum. You're not going anywhere I don't want you to. Understand?
If you think I'll let you
Blah,
run...
blah, blah. Always with the hero speak. Ooh, I'm getting bored of watching you. Why didn't you just come
How does it hear us? I guess like
You know it's a
a
trap.
radio connection or whatever.
Of course it is.
So you can talk to Gordon. Okay, this is like this part like let me see how dated, if that's like the right word, this game was compared to like modern games where like everything's more sleek. And seeing this, it's neat seeing the illustrated art comic book style. Characters, it like gives you their backstory. I mainly like seeing the first appearance stuff. Knowing which characters like came later throughout the years. I do want to like give the Detective Comics a little read. 'Cause a lot of regular comic book characters are from them, or not regular, but like the big ones. And this part's also another thing to keep in mind is when the first appearance is this game. I mean it's cool and all, but it makes me like lose a little faith in the characters. Their screen time at least. But these characters get a good amount of screen time. I'm not really gonna rate all this. I'll just give it a little look through. Joker being surprisingly strong hand-to-hand combat, and that's something that you don't really take to account a lot when you think of his character. Because he looks all skinny and stuff, but he still like gives Batman a lot of trouble. There's Bat. As you can see, the controls are like Xbox controls, but I'm playing this on Steam with a PlayStation controller. So there'll be like times where it's difficult for me to like figure out which button to press because I'm not used to Xbox controllers like that at all. But I've gotten after like playing for like a couple years with this setting, which I tried to change, but it just doesn't revert back to PlayStation controls. Except for those recent PlayStation games that were put on Steam, like Days Gone and God of War. I know I haven't played the new God of War, but Days Gone I played a little. least I think it was. I don't really remember what the control scheme was like. Heard there's always been like a neat little villain. I guess this could have been his hindquarters. Oh shit. You can't do the hold L1 to inspect things yet. That's to do with his was he there the whole time? Should have probably looked. I was teabagging them. Let's see if I can get my Batplug. XP systems are... It's a tired trope, I'd say. As in, like, every game has to have an XP system.
Everywhere that madman goes, death is sure to follow.
XP for, like, upgrades.
Take their medication at the prescribed times each and every day.
Take your meds.
Warning. Security breach in level B3. Warning. Security breach in level B2. Warning. Security breach in level B8. Warning. Security breach in level
Last
B1.
one,
Warning. Security breach in level B6. Warning. Security.
Batman, over here.
Hold on. Wonder if I could. Yeah. Wonder if you could see that. No, you can't. Let's make the game audio a little bit lower.
In level B2. Warning. Security breach in level B8.
Let's talk to this cop guy.
Security breach in level B1.
Oh.
What happened?
Joker happened. You're lucky to be alive.
He must have gone this way. Door's jammed. I'll try and get it open.
We need help in pacification. I repeat, we need backup in pacification. Can anyone hear this?
Can you hear me? I'm with Batman. Hello?
Where are they?
Back down there. Do you need help?
No. I work better alone.
Zaz is free! Oh god, he's got Mike!
Franklin, can you hear me? If you can, help's on the way.
Zazmir are one of our first villains we get to fight directly. Or rap.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's up?
Joker's escaped custody. He's running free in Arkham.
Do you need anything? Is my dad still there?
Commissioner Gordon is safe. Joker's not far ahead. I'll stay in contact.
Okay. I thought the controls like went to PC controls, so that's spacebar. Talk to
Thank God. It's Zaz.
his name
He's
is
got
Zach
Mike.
Franklin.
He's strapped in the chair. Zaz has totally lost it.
Wait here.
You can't. He'll kill Mike if he sees anyone trying to get close.
He won't see me.
I see anything that looks even a little bit like a bat, and this guard dies. Do you hear me? Look at the pig. Hi.
I think as like a kid for this sequence, I wasn't sure what to do, so I just kept chucking batarangs, and that like didn't work. I didn't realize you're supposed to use the gargoyles.
Have another.
Zaz has got my buddy. He's gonna fry him.
Do I have to talk to these people?
Please.
Keep him occupied. I need to get behind him. I've got to get close enough to Zaz to strike.
He'll see me coming on the ground,
Yeah, I
so
have to
I'll
wait
stay
for...
up high. These old gargoyles should be able to support my weight if I grapple up to them.
Hold. Keep away, or this little piggy fries.
I like the detective mode, but it like kind of dehumanizes like everything. Like everyone's just a blue skeleton. A glide kick. And then he's
Zaz is
down.
down, but not for long. Got to get close.
Someone put this animal back in his cell.
Can you hear me? Is this thing on? Oh, hiya, B-Man. Harley Quinn here. How do you like my new uniform? Pretty hot, huh? Oh, I got something to show you. 1 second, B-Man. I'm now subbing for the old man. Old Sharp has never been happier. In case you ain't figured it out, today is the Joker's big homecoming, and you're the guest of honor.
You have one chance to surrender, Quinn.
Tempting, Bats, but no dice. Now the inmates are running the asylum. Well, technically the Joker's goons shipped in from Blackgate, but you get the idea. Bye-bye for now.
Usually I prefer Harley's,
Batman, you picking this up?
I guess Harlequin
Oracle,
outfit.
I'm here.
Arkham Asylum just vanished off the network.
He's in control of the security system. He's probably isolated it.
Cause I'm usually like,
That's not all he's
I
done.
see it a lot,
All
or
police feeds are reporting he's placed bombs all over Gotham. Says he'll detonate them if anyone sets foot on Arkham Island. It's being suppressed at the moment, but the story will break any time now.
He's lying. It's just a diversion to keep people away.
How do you know?
I know him.
ugh, look at those feet.
Locked down. I can't open the gate. We're trapped in here.
Almost as bad as vanilla Skyrim feet.
Should be able to shut down the gate.
Harley thinks she has me trapped in this chamber. She never was very bright.
Now this part's the weirdest when he has like internal monologues. Or not monologues, just thoughts. And seeing him like speak almost at like a regular sounding voice without like an echo.
I should scan the room. Look for an exit.
Yeah, there's your exit right there. Or just that. I don't think we have the gel yet. But Zaz over here, if you don't know his character, oh, he's breathing. Didn't notice. That's kind of neat. And it'll also tell you like if he's dead or not, but of course he's not. Shit. Wrong button. Most of his game's like mashing and
Batman
stuff.
found a way out. He just ripped the bin off the wall.
Batman,
Hey, keep
I'm
that to
patching you
yourself.
into the guard radio feed.
Steve, more Blackgate prisoners. By the boiler. Who's that behind them? Oh my god, it's Joker.
It's the Joker. No. Stay back.
Sorry, feed's down. Comms are up and down like crazy. It's not good. I'll keep trying.
Let's see if Riddler will stop talking now. No? Where you going, officer? I'm just gonna go forward.
Warning. Decontamination room. Toxins detected.
Damn.
Trapped in there.
They're dead.
Warning. Decontamination room. Area sealed.
What is that stuff?
Joker toxin. Listen, the room is full of poison gas. Anyone caught in there is dead.
Are you gonna get in there and help them, Batman?
No. They're already dead.
I can see people. They're still moving.
I don't remember if you actually save people from this.
This isn't a simple escape attempt. Joker's been planning this.
Or a great detective in work. Oh, we do save people.
You're gonna be fine. Stay here.
Batman's here. Just hold on a little longer, Steve. I can't. I'm gonna fall.
I'm going after the animal who did this.
Batman, the extraction system. Steve was trying to get to the control panel at the end.
This one's Steve?
He left me here.
No, that's not Steve. This is actually where you get an achievement for like saving a bad guy. And the fans are back. Got announcement sound.
Air purity is now at normal levels.
I like it. It's a little simple jingle.
Attention.
Like any TVs around.
Decontamination room access is now permitted.
Woo! Go Batman!
Just talking.
You rock!
People up
Joker
there.
doesn't stand a chance.
I do like how much trust the police have in Batman. I mean, this is later in his career. I guess.
On this channel, please respond. We are trapped. We need
Guess I'll just
help.
ignore this.
Hello? Hello?
I know there's something here, but I don't remember what. I think it was this for like a Joker trophy. But in Origins, you know, that's like before Batman was a well-known and helpful vigilante. Police are even an enemy, but at that time Gotham's corrupt.
So close. You can almost taste me.
I don't think I have the Batclaw available. Little smiley face. Oh, fuck. Didn't even see that guy. Oh, double down. And I broke his kidney right there, see? He won't be able to do anything with his kidney. Why would I follow the arrow? Oh, upgrades. I'm not gonna read that, but it's telling you got upgrades. This part, like, made me think of how old this game was. Mostly it's like a skill tree, but this is just a line. Usually I like getting the one where you mix to the... I'll call it insta-kill, even though that's not what you do. The insta-kill move. 8 instead of a... Or 5 instead of an 8 combo. I don't remember where it is, but I'm gonna have to get this one first. Or is it here? Yeah, I'll get this one first, and then I might unlock it. Yeah, you gotta get this one, and then that one. Once you got the 5 combo for the knockout, the game becomes much more easier. I don't really see the point in going up here yet. Why not? Why not, after I said there's no point? I guess it's to, like, stealth onto, oh. Didn't know I was gonna land on that. Usually the Joker teeth are like a clue that you're going in the right direction.
What took you so long?
There's no escape, Joker. I will find you.
Oh, I'm counting on it. Just not yet.
Oh, boss fight. Is it a boss? Not really. Such a grotesque design. Oh. Damn. Will you do it again? Yeah. Pretty simple, this enemy type. Or I guess it'll just be the ripple. Like every boss, big boss at least, Bane-sized or Killer Croc-sized, has the exact same body type. And usually size even. Guess he's having a little breakdown. Oh, no, he's having a heart attack.
Well, that was unexpected, wasn't it? Ah, well, note to self, need stronger test subjects. Seeing as how I'm feeling generous, I'll give you this one for free. Knock me off, I dare you. End this. Pull the plug. Stop me once and for all.
He hesitated.
Oh, you're getting too predictable, Bats. Well, I'd love to stay and chat, but I have a party to organize. I've got guests flying in from all
Kind of wish they had that as like a gameplay moment where you get an option to, and it's just an instant game over. Or like, an instant you beat the game. But I guess probably not. You'd still have to, because all the convicts are running free.
Quick, get in here before more of them come.
Why? Who?
Batman, I'm over here.
I gotta go talk to this dude.
It came out of nowhere. I dragged Jerry in here, powered up the gate. Must have passed out.
Joker went through that door. What's on the other side?
We call it
Batman looks so silly with his giant ears.
Open it.
Not a problem. I'll just need to call another cell.
I know they're not ears, they're horns, but
Okay. Something's wrong here. The main security loop is locked.
another.
Having a little trouble up there?
Joker.
You were expecting maybe Two-Face.
Is he in this game? As a boss fight, or does he just escape? That's how I'm guessing the villains
Not for long.
that are known but don't show up in this game. They just escape into the next game. City.
Following me, I've arranged a little insurance. Gordon is on his way to Harley as we speak.
Oh no, that cop. Frankie Bowles.
If I see you trying to follow me, he dies. Harley's looking forward to it. Maybe I'll film it and post it on the internet.
The transport system is down. Best I can do is open the door you came in. Sorry.
I wonder if
I
the
should go back to
Joker
the holding cells. Bowles wasn't too
started
smart.
to talk.
He'll have left a trail.
I wonder if. Damn. Oh. I wonder if that Joker toxin, like, gave Joker his giant chin. Maybe that's why, like, what Harley sees in him is his giant Chad-like chin. Okay, map. We just take that right.
What's happening?
Joker's escaped. He sealed himself
Not right
off.
or left.
He's got your father.
Dad.
Don't worry, I'm getting him back.
Okay, I know, but...
Oracle, I'm getting him back. Joker will not win. I won't let him. I'm starting where he was taken. A guard named Frank Bowles attacked him. If I find Frank, I'll find your father.
Bruce, hurry, please.
You can't say it on the comms. The Riddler's on these comms. Hasn't showed up yet, but he is. Yeah, I like all the TVs because you can, like, walk through the cutscenes. Or it's like a walk, or an interactive cutscene. I don't have to sit there and wait and hope I don't miss anything. He's everywhere.
He never saw it coming. It's the bat!
Oh, that was close. That was close. Okay, what was I doing? I just have to go where these guys were.
Oracle, I'm at the holding cells. I'm setting up a crime scene.
So what's the plan? Isolate something in that room unique to Bowles?
Exactly.
Oh, this is the place.
Bowles dropped his flask.
That's
sloppy. Let's see what the forensic scanner picks up.
It's right here.
I can follow traces of alcohol from Frank's bourbon in the atmosphere. Oracle, I've got a trail.
That's great. You follow it. I'm grabbing every reference to Arkham I can find. Maybe useful later.
These are the detective aspects of this game. I do wish there was like... yeah, there probably is. I just have to look for them. Like, greater detective games. Like something like LA Noire. But that game had like an identity crisis. Whether it's like a GTA clone or a detective game. That was another game I played like as a kid that I wasn't really good at.
What's happening there? I'm trying to contact Steve.
Yeah, Steve's alive, bro.
I'll see if I can find him.
Bro, it's a lady.
I'm sorry. I've looked everywhere, but I can only find him.
Oh, no. They got him. Kind of wish whoever was calling would let me like, oh, this has got to be a prank or something like that. Just like acting. Would have been like kind of funny. Oh, it's a cop. Let him knock his ass out.
How did Joker get...
Be quiet.
What's going on?
Nothing works in this goddamn asylum. How'd Joker do it?
B-Man, Mr. J doesn't want you following us just yet.
Oh no. How does Harley do it? Oh, and that right there is first instance of suit decay.
No way you're following us now.
Instance.
Trapped down there till me and Mr. J are ready for you.
Gordon was taken up to the surface in the elevator. If I want to follow them, I'll need to do this the old-fashioned way.
Oh. Shimmy.
Hey, Babs! I know you can hear me. I've got a little something for you to listen to.
This is when we kick this across the room.
Nearly out of the building with the old man. How are they going to get past all those guards? Let's have a listen, shall we?
Hey, Frank, where you been? Joker's got more men on the way. They're coming around the front of the asylum. Gotta stop them getting in. Quick, get over there. Damn, come on, everyone, cover the main entrance. How many are there, Bowles? Hang on, how the hell do you know what...
Just
Bowles! Frank, what are you doing? No, put it down!
I think that's a Riddler trophy right here.
Frank, what the hell? Quick! It's clear! Get your ass in here!
It's some piece of work, Frankie. Girl could fall for someone like you.
Stop flirting with a hired help, Harley.
Stop cucking me, Harley. What is this? Oh.
Now I
Oh.
only have eyes for you.
It's a
Sounds like that's working out just fine.
lot of weird things here.
Valuable employee for the organization.
Will Warden Sharp please make his way to the secure unit? I repeat, will Warden Sharp please go to the secure unit?
This music's pretty neat. Oh. I'm surprised they added that extra animation right there to like make sure his hands didn't clip.
Arkham Intensive Treatment is under emergency lockdown.
Oh, the enemies, I think, are up there.
Arkham Asylum is at level red alpha. All Category
I'm
1
missing
patients
something.
will be pacified on site. Warning. Arkham
Oh, there it
Intensive
is.
Treatment is at code red alpha.
Oh, there it is. The Chronicles of Arkham.
I am the spirit of Amadeus Arkham. Through my actions, I have saved
This is also like
cursed
another
city.
familiar
But
voice
my
actor.
own curse is to forever
Although I think it's
remain in the shadows.
Quincy Sharp.
My story is carved
like,
into the very
an actor
soul
too.
of Arkham, and will only be revealed to those dedicated enough to discover it.
I don't know what the point of all this was. He should be right here when we get him. I don't think I ever bothered with that or anything when I played the first time.
Bring it home. They don't stand a chance. He's here.
We're throwing him. Oh, I was hit. Throw him off. Oh no. Oh, barely see what was happening.
Batman, how's it going?
No.
Any sign of Dad?
Not yet, but I'm getting close. Harley Quinn tried to slow me down, dropped an elevator on me.
Did it work?
I know she's Barbara and all,
Of
but
course not. I'll get back to you.
let me get the upgrade. Special. Yeah, I tried pressing the special combo button. Yeah, this is this next upgrade's
When I
like
reach the end
the
of the
best
trail.
one. That's it.
Please, I've got a kid. You don't have.
Right. I don't have to.
That was awful.
Want to. Okay.
Who's talking?
No one gets past. Anything moves?
Convict or
Oracle, Joker's men have taken control of the cell block transfer corridor.
That's not good. I patched into a guard radio. It sounds like Joker's crew have got their hands on weapons.
I know. I'll calibrate the Cowl's vision mode to isolate armed henchmen. The direct approach is suicide. I need to be smart, find a different way past them.
this is like the first Predator missions. There's another one way over there, but I think you can just like I'll walk to the like stand up and walk to the last one to like see if that's what I was thinking it was, where you can like still beat them up without being seen. Yeah, silently, I mean. Not like a combat takedown. But on harder, I mean, normally the gunned enemies are hard. On most of the difficulties, I never tried easy, but on hard, they like work through you immediately. Kind of a silly spot for gargoyles, but
No problem.
makes sense.
The boys are just finishing off. The Arkham
Not makes sense, but
Good. Our friendly neighborhood rodent is on his way. You need to set a trap. He might must not leave this building. Do you understand me?
Yes, boss. The bat is as good as dead.
I hope you keep your promises, boy. I'd hate to have
Get
to
played.
go and punish your family just to teach. Oh, look who it is.
Oh.
Are your pointy ears burning?
They're horns.
I suppose I'd better warn my boys you're on the way. Hey, maybe I won't. Nice surprise.
I think we're gonna start our first like stealth.
Joker here with a quick update.
Can't really call them missions because the whole game's a mission.
Is running around the asylum dressed like a bat. I know, crazy. Personally, I think the best solution is to put him out of his misery. It's the only reliable cure.
Liked it.
It's a pretty simple area.
Batman's as good as dead.
Still not been seen since the last guy, so I'll just take him out immediately. I guess I could narrate the stealth encounters much more.
I've sent a few more of my boys your way. Let's see how you deal with these odds.
Joker wants him found. Spread out. He could be anywhere. Then keep your eyes open. Now move.
Okay, it's just 3 more.
Don't be scared, boys. He's just like you and me. Just crazier. I mean, if anyone deserves to be locked up, it's him.
What's happening?
Okay. Trying to pick my moment when to engage.
You're mine. I'll find you and kill you.
Is that one the best option? The one way down there? Yeah. Let's go this way.
I ever tell you the one about me and Batman fighting on top of the Gotham Library? It's not that scary. He's nothing. Probably not even a man.
Back to his cell. Never again.
This is a predicament. I have to wait for him to go in. Okay, that was weird. Almost got caught right there too.
I'm scared, you Batman.
He's at a corner, so I gotta be careful. I'll just glide him. Those somersaults are always like goofy looking.
Oh, boo! You win again, Bats. I'll savor it. I'll get you next time.
Oh well. Got a bunch of dead people. Oh, this Frankie
Joker
Bowles.
must have figured out how I was tracking Gordon. Officer Bowles' trail stops here.
I do want to say this is probably like a longer. Oh, it's locked. A longer stream. Cause I'm going through the series. Oh, it's Riddler. I guess now he starts to hack in.
Yes, it is I, Edward Nigma, the Riddler, and more importantly, your intellectual superior. My genius has allowed me to easily hack into your primitive communications. My goal is simple. You complete a series of amusingly taxing
This one's easy.
challenges.
It's right here.
Well, you'll see. Ready for your first one? Good. But be careful. Don't cut yourself on this sharply observed portrait. So you did it! Well done! I would have expected a child to work that one out, let alone the world's greatest detective.
Is this mandatory?
I, Edward Nigma, have placed a dazzling selection of challenges and puzzles around Arkham. Can you solve them all? Will you find all my trophies? Are you ready to give up? Your puny mind is no match for my own.
I do plan on going through the Riddler's challenges because I just like beating him up for making me do them all. And in Origins, he was in the game as just Enigma. I never finished the challenges, but because there was more than I realized there were. So I looked online to see what was happening with it, and it's just, you grab a trophy, which is like a reference to this game. Maybe the second one, City. It's got a lot of moles on his head.
And Frank shot him dead. They never stood a chance.
Almost looks like Krillin.
Thought he was. Then I saw Harley
Just out of order.
She was surrounded by Black Gate prisoners. They were just killing
Dude, it's
everyone in the
Walter.
room. I had
Walter.
No choice. I got in here, locked the door.
Put your dick.
They had someone with them.
Walter.
Like the commissioner.
Bowles is dead. They carried on without him. Must have outlived his usefulness.
Good.
This guy looks
scum.
kind of like a love child between Walter and oh, I don't know who that is, but I can't look at him anymore. He looks like Walter White from Breaking Bad, and his love child with fucking Mike. I almost forgot his name. I didn't read the Enigma. Just a button to like bring it back up. Riddler's challenges are right here. I think it's this one.
You don't know Jack.
Actually, I could just walk through the door and it'll retell me. But I think that one was the riddle. No, it didn't. I haven't completed this one yet, but I think it's something to do with the this thing.
To our regular broadcast. Jack Ryder is live from the Gotham Bay area with some breaking news.
I think Jack Ryder is a real character in the comics. Where is it?
We're getting reports of an armed siege on Arkham Island. 2 minutes ago, Joker broadcast to all news channels this chilling message.
Greetings, Gotham. This is the voice of your new master. Oh, hang on.
Wait. I want to try to do the Riddler challenge as we go through the tutorial, like, area.
Know Jack about Gotham. Tune in to find out.
Do I need the sequence thing?
Joker here. I'm in control of Arkham Island, and you can all consider it out of bounds.
What is this?
Lawmen,
Police hat.
vigilantes, or do-gooders in tights coming this way, I'll start detonating random bombs around the city. Was it me? A kindergarten? A hospital? A billionaire's mansion? Oh, choices, choices, choices.
All access to the island has been restricted. Airspace is closed off, and early reports suggest that Batman himself is trapped
What is
on the
that?
island. We'll be right here, reporting
That's not a speaker.
Thanks, Jack. More as it happens.
There was... I'll just avoid it for now. any Riddler ones I miss, I'll like come back and do maybe even off stream if it's annoying to do. I never mentioned my thoughts on the suit decay that I was talking about earlier. I mean, I like it. It shows like progress through the game, and also like a sense of urgency a little. But I do prefer my Batman to look sleek, prim, and proper, which is why I like playing with his alternative costumes. But I don't think you can use them unless you beat the game first, which when I do Origins, I've already have done it, and I could just continue like a new game plus. I wonder if because one of the riddles is that. Okay, well. Yeah.
Harley tells me that the Batman's car is still parked just outside of the intensive treatment building.
Oh no. Not my wheels.
We can't just have him up and leave us, can we? Every thug...
Batman, you got out. What's happening back there? We got directed over here and then the radios died. They keep playing this damn tune over and over.
Joker's in control of the island. He's responsible for sending you over here.
How did he get out? I mean, you're here and...
An Arkham guard named
I guess
Frank
Batman just looks
Bowles
uncanny.
betrayed you all. He broke out Joker, who killed him
Like
when he
in
was
this
no longer
game.
needed.
Some loyalty. Do you need any help?
No, you and your men are safer here. I'll find you if I need anything.
And then he was never seen from again, whoever this character model was. I think I gotta go this way. I'll just go that way. Yeah.
Oracle, disable the Batmobile's countermeasure system.
I saw the alert. What's wrong? Where are you?
I'm outside the Arkham mansion. Harley Quinn probably triggered the alarm. If she's still got Gordon with her, he could get hurt.
Okay, done. The Batmobile is still parked up outside the intensive treatment building in Arkham North. I've sent you the schematics for the entire island. I've marked key locations like your car.
Thanks, Oracle.
Oh, the whole... Now we get it. I gotta remember, I think right here, I have to come back here to like, get whatever riddle I've missed. But I'm just gonna run forward. Oh. Shooters.
I can't believe it. They killed Jackson.
Stay with your colleague. I'm ending this. Now.
Can I climb this? Yeah. Oh, shit. That was pretty weird. I might just die, actually. Wait. Seems... Just two guys, like, nearly killed me. And health's weird in this game. I think it replenishes... Oh. What?
This area is falling apart. It's not safe to use the grapple. I need to climb up. The old-fashioned way.
This riddle.
The entire island will soon be under my control.
I never realized there was like a Alice in Wonderland's based villain. He was in Origins and also like in the show. Now we break him. Oh. Listen to that scream. Oh! There's never that much weight behind those punches, because like the characters like fly around like they're made out of like jelly or water even. But it's always fun to see. A staple ingredient.
Harley trashed the car. Looks like there was a scuffle. You need to search the area around the
I know his body's not gonna fly around or anything. Oh, he's still breathing too. Yeah, for now. There. Harley.
Strange.
Oh.
This is Gordon's pipe. Barbara gave it to him. There's no way he'd leave it. Wild country. Gordon's favorite tobacco.
Wild
Gordon's
country.
Smarter than he looks. Left him a trail to follow.
Did he though?
Oracle, I found a pipe. It has your father's initials carved on it.
It was a birthday gift I gave him last year. There's no way he'd leave it.
Exactly. He's left me a trail to follow. He's alive, Barbara.
A riddle trophy. The trail goes this way.
The security doors are locked. I'm going to have to find another way around to get back on Gordon's trail. The wall ahead is weak enough for my explosive gel to blow through and open up a new path.
Is it weak or just thin enough? I guess weak makes sense. This looks like another brawl. Daz County to find his work. I don't have the grapple gun yet. I don't remember when we get it. I think you can actually just stealth both of these guys at once, which is pretty funny. Getting some lag. Doing work. I know later in the game, like, I think Joker makes like a mouth entrance to the penitentiary. So it's kind of funny. Oh, what? He disappeared. Oh, nice. What was that? Someone followed. I want to check out who it is. Benny Blank. Thanks. My first chatter, I think. Well, I hope you have a good time watching the stream. Have you oh. Oh, it's a cop.
Batman, what's going on? The crazies are moving towards the medical facility.
Have you...
What's Joker doing?
Yeah, I was about to ask
He's trying
that.
to take over the island piece by piece. It looks like medical is his next target. Has anyone got out of the building?
The 360. I never had an Xbox.
He was torn
If
Throw it in the water.
you get a chance to see the controls, like the layout,
You wait here. I'll be back.
it's like Xbox controls. Like right there, it was an A. I'm playing on like PC with my PS4 controller, and for some reason it's like a, I guess a glitch, where it only shows
which is not what I pay you to do.
PS4 or Xbox prompts. It's not that much of a problem right now, cause sorry. Cause I remember the controls by heart, and also Usually X's get me, because X on a Xbox is square. Is this the last one? No, there's still another. Nice.
Let me remind all new residents of Joker Asylum that they are expected to follow one simple rule. Punishment for not following this rule is death. No ifs, ands, or buts. You know what the best thing is about the rule? It's a secret.
Okay. We're still early in the game, so the asylum isn't quite overrun yet. There's Harley.
Hey, scram, bats! This is my me time.
Where's Gordon?
Wouldn't you like
I'm
to
over
know?
here.
Huh?
Shut up!
Ah, you crazy bitch.
There he is.
Harley! What's he doing here? It's too early.
I'm sorry, Puddin'. Don't be angry with me. Mwah!
Go, you little minx. I can never stay mad at you.
Sorry, B-Man. You'll have to find another way. Goodbye now.
How do you think the graphics are?
This way's blocked.
Or like character
Search
models?
outside for another way in.
Benny? Okay, I think I gotta go outside. Climb upon the roof. A little glitchy in it. Yeah, right here. When was the last time you've played this game, anyway? Because when I I think I only remember playing this like years ago. When I gave this a replay, everything like looked so different to me, especially like the skill tree. Oh, they have a I forgot about the bundle. Is that just a remaster of Asylum, or just the trilogy?
I want all the doctors rounded up. Search every inch of the medical building. I mean it. Search every room, every office, and every trash can. If another doctor tries to run and gets out of the building, then you won't. I'll just flood the rooms with happy gas and leave you to die.
I haven't played Asylum or City recently. Arkham Knight I've never played at all though, so I'm more interested in that one. I've seen some gameplay of it. There are a couple things I don't really like, specifically like the bat suit. I don't like how it looks like a suit of armor, or not armor, but like a mech or whatever even. I like when he's more in a jumpsuit because it's like it's closer to comic stuff and it just looks funny. I think if one of these divergence is a trophy. Origins was I played it like completion before Asylum, and I thought it was alright. I like the setting of just being like right before Christmas, or Christmas night actually. I like the boss fights. That's like the biggest positive about them, even though most of them are like the same types of boss fights.
Get off of me.
Shut it. Get down there with the Move it.
Okay, I hear you.
What else was there?
Why does he need the doctors?
The story was a little lackluster. I was really kind of interested in like a newer villain, new to me at least, with Black Mask. You still get to deal with him in like a side mission, but when Joker showed up, it was kind of just kind of weird, and he had like a very I guess he was more youthful in the way he acted, which doesn't make sense because in this game he's like 30 years old, balding looking. Actually, I don't think they tell you his age. Okay, is this I know there's a trophy down there. I think I can get this guy right here. I know this is one where Joker actually calls in to tell you people are down, so I'm gonna try to take this one much more carefully. No, I don't have the bat claw yet.
Joker said I can pick any one of you. He's done.
Gonna try to go up to the railings real quick. Hopefully I can get this guy before he stops and turns. I think I got him, yeah. No, he doesn't call. What do I do here? I think I could actually just blow up right here, right? Can I glide him? And I got him.
Hello? Is there a doctor in the house? No? I seem to have a pile of wounded henchmen that need medical attention.
That one's
You're safe now.
Doctor. Okay. Another upgrade. I love this upgrade right here where you can like knock them out like faster combo wise.
I don't know what happened. One minute we were doing our evening rounds, and the next, armed thugs burst into the room and took us hostage.
Did they have anyone with them?
They took someone into the elevator. I couldn't tell who it was.
They obviously didn't want to be followed. The elevator appears to have been powered down. You're going to be okay here.
We'll be fine.
Doesn't Batman look uncanny? Like when they give him a little, his little window.
Go and help.
Oh no, I forgot. Dr. Kellerman was in the patient observation room, and Dr. Chen went to surgery.
And Dr. Young went to X-ray.
Okay, stay here. I'll find the other doctors.
Batman saved us. I never really believed he
Get that trophy.
We're safe. Batman saved us.
There it is.
That was one of the easy ones.
No. I wasn't really listening to what the doctor was saying. I think he was just saying the other doctors were taken, like captured or whatever. I'm trying to do this from like the ground up. That way it's easier. Keep track of. I think there should be some.
Let me introduce you all to the sterling work of our new head of research, Dr. Penelope Young. Since joining our team 2 years ago, Arkham has found the forefront of research into understanding the human mind.
Good afternoon, Arkham. Let's talk about the mind. How can such a complex entity be
I feel widely uninterested in like characters that only exist for this game, like Penelope. Oh shit. Oh. Well, he's already done. The X-ray room. This is another Predator one. Yeah, no, it's this one she just blew up the walls.
permission, then I've been ordered to make sure you are taken out ASAP. Looks like you're a bargaining chip. Gotta tell you, the boss is all over this job. Planned like a military.
Did I miss one?
Friends on the inside and out.
I am quite aware that this job, as you call it, requires
Trophy.
What I want to
No,
know
it's
is why
just
you
2.
chose me. Did Joker's back? Oh, wait, no! No!
Upgrades for the explosive are available now.
What's going
Penelope
on?
Young.
They were talking like they were in control. Is it true that Joker escaped?
Unfortunately, yes.
Just to zoom in on.
Not for long.
I'd been studying Joker's case for months when he broke out. The warden was very specific he wanted Joker cured.
Bad publicity will affect his campaign for mayor.
That'll be the least of it. God, I almost forgot. They said they were moving through the facility, hunting down the
Oh,
other
you can
doctors.
move the camera.
Don't worry, Doctor. I
Like
rescued
in the middle
you
of the
first, and
cutscene.
now I'll search the other rooms.
Not
you wait
cutscene,
here.
but
It's
dialogues, I
dangerous
guess.
out there. There are still more medical staff that need my help.
Looks like there are small skeletons on the screen pretty far away.
Our findings have led to debates
Penelope.
about whether psychosis is in itself
Oh.
neurotoxic and whether potentially
Shouldn't have been in Detective Med. I completely missed the Joker
allows
boxes.
us to strengthen the individual's ability to cope with such changes. Early results were promising.
Joker boxes are funny.
Only after the arrival of Patient X that our expectations were raised. Patient X was the catalyst that led to a full-scale adoption of the Titan process. We must all
Oh, trophy.
for this opportunity.
We represent all medical specialties and offer a wide range of medical, surgical,
I'll go this way.
wellness programs. High
More dead
quality of
people.
care, coupled with Arkham Asylum's convenient location, have ensured we are voted the #1 facility in the entire state.
Okay, I'm gonna try what I was doing earlier, where I chuck a batarang at one of them.
What's wrong with you? Don't you know nothing?
Welcome to Arkham Asylum. Our staff are here to help you.
And they're down.
The premier psychiatric evaluation and
Usually in the combat stuff, I mainly just press like counter. Yeah, I'll try stuff like that, but like I need some like more people to fight at once. I know later in the game the combat just like they add more enemies. That's like where it's easier to get the higher combo awards. It's the double? No, it's just regular. But I want to incorporate more using like gadgets in the combat, like chucking batarangs and stuff, and the other gadgets you get throughout the game.
Cash, what happened?
There was an alarm in medical. I heard someone shouting and found the doc lying on the floor. When I went to help him,
But it's always so heartbreaking, like when you get like a really good combo going up, but then you press like a counter twice in a row and it ruins the combo immediately.
He could use one.
You'll be laughing out of your butt when I get out of here.
Lighten up, Holmes.
You've got to help us. If you can clear the gas out of the room, the doctor
Oh, there's gas. Okay, this one's this is pretty funny. Bam, man, you can't do that.
I can't let that man die. I have to clear the room of toxin as quickly as possible.
Okay, I need detective mode for this. Where was I? Oh, yeah, right there. Yeah, I know what to do. It takes a little while. Oh, I'm fucked. Okay, it's just you scale the non-gas infected areas and look for those little things to hit. Oh. Is that one there? No. I think this one I have to... Yeah, there's the next one. Another helpful thing in this game is the Joker teeth, because like they'll give you an idea of where to go, and also they give you XP. I think that those are part of the Riddler's challenges, the Joker's teeth. And this is the last one.
All three fans agree. We got full power. Room should be empty anytime now.
Nice surprise! Batman arrives just in the nick of time. Next time, Cash, I'll just shoot you. Be done with it.
The Riddler challenge. I'm thinking about them doing that for this game. I'm not sure if I should do them off stream or like one more stream when I beat the game to like clean them all up. I don't remember if you fight the Riddler in this game. I know you fight him in like I think City if you finish the challenges. I was gonna do all the Riddler challenges in Origins. Well, back then he was called Enigma. But I didn't realize how much there were, how much things you have to do for it. So I just, yeah, I'm sure he is. But I didn't feel like doing them all in Origins, so I looked up what the payoff to it was, and it was just you go to a room and there's a reference to the Riddler trophies in this game, which you don't even get to see Enigma at all, and it felt a little lackluster. Origins has a lot of lackluster things, but
there is still medical staff needing my help.
I'd rather do stuff if there's like a payoff to them. I do like doing like the... Yeah, this one has like a person in it. No, not yet. This Joker. Toy. Toy Hove ATM.
When Amadeus Arkham built this fine institution,
shit, did I get the next this guy things? Amadeus. Get one later. I'm gonna look through these real quick. I'm not gonna read them or anything, I'm just gonna have them up. Cause I upload these VODs to YouTube. And that way, like, you can, like, pause them and stuff. Aaron Cash, is he? Yeah, no, he's actually from a comic. That's something that surprised me. I think I tried finding this comic, Arkham Asylum Living Hell. But finding comics is kind of hard to do on the internet. It's, like, much more easier to find other things. But, like, good scans of comics were hard to find. But this one I was reading was like some really purposefully grotesque, creepy art, and it was like really hard to actually understand what was going on with it. This guy, Frankie Bowles, he's just a character made for this game. They have Harley in her old jumper in this concept art thingy.
Pediatric Evaluation and Rehabilitation Center it has become. Everyone knows.
I wonder if these are references to things. Maybe it's just drawing randomly. That one looks weird. I can't even tell what that red one was. Where am I going?
Medical, surgical, diagnostic, and wellness programs. High quality of care, coupled with Arkham Asylum's convenient location, have ensured we are voted the #1 facility in the entire state. Times have changed.
What is this? Rumors persist. Tommy Elliott operates in Arkham. Can be true. It's one of the doctors, actually.
Don't speak. You're safe now.
But it's
There's only one more after him
Just
to
not
save.
for me.
It's true. You really are the world's greatest detective. How did you do that,
I
Max?
detected that.
Oh, what the hell? Get down there, boys. See if he can detect being punched in the face.
You have
Oh, ruined the combo right there.
okay, buddy?
Oh man.
What are you waiting for? April Fool's Day?
There's more now. I'm chucking them at 2. Oh, what? Oh, I got hit. Oh man. I always like to try to finish the last guy off more cinematically.
Don't get too full of yourself, Bats.
Whether it's like a
I'm just
instant
softening you up. Think of this as a preview to the main event.
Okay, rescue
You'll
him.
see.
I'm sorry. I tried to tell you. I couldn't speak.
Relax, you're safe now.
Do you have
I can
a
handle these
favorite
low-life
villain, Benny? Let's just narrow it down to like a character in the Batman universe. I guess it's not really a good one because there's a lot of crossovers too. Oh, another box.
Welcome
Just
to
teeth
Arkham
inside of
Asylum.
it.
Our staff are here to help you.
What the? He wasn't even there. A knife guy.
Welcome to Arkham Asylum. Our staff are here to help you. When Amadeus Arkham built this fine institution, you
Amadeus.
would have believed it could be the premier psychiatric evaluation.
Where we go next? I think.
Everyone knows this.
Okay. There. So.
Stories of the various
Keep to my right.
who've been treated here, but that is only half the story. Our low security wings offer normal but troubled individuals a safe haven for recovery. An extensive breakdown of our costs and healthcare packages.
TikTok newsflash, someone's not getting out of here alive.
Yes, they're safe now.
Batman, we've got another problem.
I need to get back to the mansion. All my research notes are there. We can't risk Joker getting his hands on them.
It's not safe, Doctor. The island's a war zone. You won't stand a chance.
It's my life's work.
This checks
you
out,
really
buddy.
don't have the authority to.
I'll get her there, Batman. You ask me, it's about time for a little payback.
I don't like it, but... Who called the elevator?
Wasn't us.
Oh,
It's coming from the lower floor.
More
Cash, take Dr.
gunmen, I
Young.
think.
Get her notes and then find somewhere safe to hold up. Everyone else, go to the observation room. Barricade yourselves in.
The boss says he's in here somewhere. Spread out.
Oh, I keep forgetting. You can like... I'll take out that guy because he's closer.
Man.
It's kind of boring when they just send out 3 gunmen. But it's still early in the game. There's like points where it's real hard. If I was fast enough, I could have. Can't tell if they're on the right level, but. Let's see if I can do this real quick. No? Is he not gonna? Gonna climb over this little wedge right here. I'll just walk through. Walk to. It's more closer there. I oughta use a gargoyle. And blow this up to get his attention. Oh, he's just avoiding. I'll just glide him. And that's all of them for now. Oh, I just punched him in the dick. Dude. Unconscious. It should say deceased. Okay. I think I just gotta go the way that they came from. Gordon's thingies are back. His little tobacco analysis. I'm gonna...
Too easy. Oh, think about it. I got you trapped in a
My
little
God.
box, hanging precariously over a deadly drop. What say I just blow the emergency brakes and drop you like a sack of puppies? Say goodnight.
Joker says a lot of disturbing things in this game, or just in this series in general.
Got a few more surprises in store for you. Prepare to face your fears. All of
Oh. We're starting one of the first famous sequences in this game.
There is no crane. Only Scarecrow.
I'm actually confused. Does Scarecrow like sound like a woman? I know he's like a scrawny guy and stuff, and like a doctor nerd type. Are you gonna take your hat off to Harley Bats?
Doctor has started early. Your appointment isn't for hours. I'm sure you'll be buzzed through when he's ready. Tell me, Bats, what are
What's this?
you scared of? Failing to save this cesspool of a city? Not finding the commissioner in time? Me in a thong?
Joker in a thong. I wonder if anyone. I gotta go look that up for research purposes. If anyone was inspired as commissioner. If anyone was inspired by this game to draw Joker in a thong. Oh, our eyes are glowing. Oh no, Gordon. Status dead.
I'm sorry, Jim.
I can't believe they done him in. They took him out early in this game.
I'm sorry. I was too late.
I'm sorry. The number you've dialed isn't available. Please leave a message.
Oh, all these bugs. Little...
Barbara, are you there?
I guess they look like roaches. Oh, you crushed them too. I wonder if this game's considered a horror game. Because, like, even without being like an unstoppable force like Batman, you're still in like a really messed up setting, the asylum. And like there's sequences like this. But this is some like early 2000 horrors type thing they do in video games. I know in Vampire the Masquerade there's a lot of horror like elements there. I can leave, right? We're out of here. Oh no. Oh. Pops.
You should have stood up to him, son. Like a man.
He had a gun though. No, these references to his parents being killed, but yeah, this part's scary. Like say you got this game late in like the evening and it's like nighttime when you're playing. It's all unsettling music. You're out of control. Really? I feel like this game does like most of the characters pretty well. And this world building's like, I know it's like just a jumping puzzle really. This is where it starts.
One little bat, you're in my world now.
I guess this is really just Batman subconsciously. He knows about Scarecrow because he obviously put him here. So he's just trying to like psych himself out to where Scarecrow is the enemy instead of like whatever his mind's holding. And you switch to Scarecrow too. I can jump this.
I will tear your mind apart.
Take this one carefully.
Look around you. These are the broken fragments of your mind.
I know in Origins they tried to do a sequence like this with the Mad Hatter, one of the weirder supervillains, I guess supervillain, and I didn't really like it too much for some reason. It's because I was messing up on this certain part where you're supposed to like throw batarangs, but you can only do it on a specific object. What silent killer of the oceans can be found in this tiny jar? Is it in this room? Or I can find this riddle real quick. Wait. Oh, an upgrade. Let me get the upgrade first. I got most of what I need upgrade-wise. Everything else will just be like their flavor or maybe. Oh, I'll think about getting that one. I don't really need that much health yet, because it's still early. So I'll do this critical combo strikes. Vertitake. I forgot about that. I forgot that that's like an upgrade right here.
Oracle.
I'm not sure when the next Predator mission is.
Are you sure you're all
I'm fine. Had a little run-in with Scarecrow.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind next time I get an upgrade. Oh, I think this is the riddle. What is this thing? The Great White Shark.
Don't get too full of yourself, Dark Knight.
What?
It only gets harder.
Is there a... Oh. I never knew about this guy. I'm gonna read through this real quick because I didn't get this. That's like the biggest incentive I like with the Riddler stuff in this game is it gives you like character sheets of villains that don't show up in the game. Huh. So he's like a Mr. Freeze enemy, but also a Batman villain too. He's like a... I keep forgetting Batman has like a mafia type like things that he has to deal with. Roman Sionis is a Black Mask. Kind of reminded me stuff like that, and also like Penguin. And also like the newest Batman movie with Robert Pattinson. Did you see that at all? I know it's pretty long actually. It's like 3 hours. Hair, none. I like how it says sometimes it like says the hair color. And like, it'll say none, but then like sometimes there's like a bald person and it'll tell you what color hair they have. So he's got sharp teeth. Oh, and there's also one for Scarecrow. Crane. A lot of the characters are like real tall. It's real funny. Oh wait, he was into World's Finest comics. He is another early Batman. Like Batman, he's a whopping 6'2", but then there's like who's taller than I have so far? I don't think anyone. Maybe Zaz. No, Zaz is pretty short. Okay, there's some more enemies that way.
It wasn't Gordon. Crane's gas must have affected me more than I thought.
I guess that would make sense.
Little bat, having trouble figuring out what's real and what's just a figment of your twisted little mind?
See if I can...
Same here. Just roll with it, Bats. It gets easier once you get in. It really does.
A knife enemy. Let me chuck him at him. Okay, this guy's done.
Listen, no more tricks.
You just throw him down.
And a little more. Oh, I can't wait.
Is there any reason to go there? Let me check. Okay, there is, sorta. I'm gonna walk over here real quick to see what's here. I guess we're still following Gordon's tobacco. What the hell? No, I'm confused. Okay, this is a little backtracking, but I don't want to miss anything big or... No, I guess they're just doors.
Your precious police commissioner is just
Oh,
through
another
the
predator
glass.
encounter.
Take a look.
This is the one where you can't be seen at all.
To kill the old man. If any of my guys even think you're in the room, they're patrolling down there. I've told them all you're on the way.
Is there any
So
cargo?
here's the deal. If you can find a way to get to Harley without anyone realizing, I'll give you your next present.
I'll open this and I'll grab the Riddler map real soon.
Hell, I may even give you Harley.
You know, it's actually a little interesting. Apparently, in one of the comics, Batman as Bruce Wayne marries Harley Quinn. It's like as a way to like, like as a way to help her and stuff.
So, you have given in and taken my map.
Because like usually Joker dies throughout the comic iterations of him, and this is like an older one, not quite beyond.
Joker's not messing. He wants the old man kept safe from Batman. Anyone gets near him, and it won't be me carrying the can.
No problem. Nothing's getting past me. Batman'll be a dead man, and I'll be famous.
Whatever. Get over there and keep looking. Now go!
You know, something I really wish they actually done. Because like there's that new like Batman family game. Not family like for all ages or whatever, but I think it's called Ark Knights or something. Where you play as the other Robins, Nightwings, even Red Mask. I kind of wish they did like a Batman Arkham Beyond with like Terry McGinnis and like an old Batman. Maybe even an option to play as like old Batman for like a more difficult, like more difficulty challenges.
It's gonna be so cool, old man. Just wait and see.
Keep your trap shut. You won't get away with this.
We can just climb over this real quick. And the last guy's over there. You can turn at any moment, so... Oh, there's somebody in there. Yeah.
Anyone out there see Batarang yet? No? Not surprised. He's chicken. Mr. J has won again.
I think I can... Yeah. Next I gotta take care of Harley.
You know, you really should color that hair of yours. All that gray
Yeah,
makes you
it's
look
up here.
so old.
You'll be caught, Quinn. Caught and locked up.
And a Riddler trophy for all your hard work.
A challenge completed. Can you do more?
You took longer than I thought.
He's out of control. He's trying to prove something. I'm not sure I can stop him this time.
Batman doesn't really hit women in this game.
We're not alone.
I know in Origins, like,
got something else down there.
2 of the, like, the bounty hunters were women, and, like, he'd smack them up.
Be quiet.
I guess it wasn't that, like, wasn't that shocking, whatever year Origins came out. Hope he says it the same.
It wants Dr. Young's login.
Never mind that. Get behind me, now. Bane.
Bane?
I thought he broke out of Blackgate.
Cut me down.
If I cut you down, will you die? It'd be very painful. You're a big guy.
Sorry, Has-Bane. The good doctor won't be a problem much longer. How do you like my puppet? What say we cut him down?
This boss fight, when I played it, like, last week, actually gave me some trouble. I think I got it now, but I don't know, I might die a couple of times. Let's hope I remember it well. Pretty sure it's like the same with all those Titan guys. Oh no. I forgot it already. Oh no. Oh, it's trouble one. Got him. But I'm at such a disadvantage right now since I was hit. Like, Bane could take me down in like 3 hits. And now there's like regular enemies coming. Oh, I barely missed that. Oh, I might die. Oh. Oh, okay, that was unfair. I was in the middle of breaking that guy's leg.
The bat is broken.
Alright, let's try it again. So we'll do it again. I wonder if the fire hurts him more. If I could hit him into it. Oh, such an idiot. And now he's healing. More guys will drop now. I have to try not to get hit by this. Oh no. Oh, I still got hit anyway. Oh no. Jesus.
I will crush you.
Okay. Okay. Like work as in okay. See if I can... Oh no. Getting stuck in the animation's real tough.
Once again, I have defeated you, Batman.
I like to get rid of the bad guys first, cause like, they hit me like. No, don't worry, I got this. This is the run. I know it. I know it, man. I know what to expect, I think. I think it's best to avoid him while he's charging. And like, actually attack him when he's like low on health for his segment. Oh no. Oh, that was real close. Damn. Oh man. I don't got this. Not. I think you have to attack him when he's low on health for the little third. This time it'll get him right here. Yeah, to like get into this like cinematic thing. He jumps down first. Okay, they're jumping from the other end. Okay, got him right there. So you gonna charge again? No, he's throwing. Nice. Oh no. Okay, good. That was real close. Bane, stop that. Oh no. Oh, it's gonna be so heartbreaking when I die. I gotta do this real careful, like, if I wanna actually beat him. I don't think I can hit him there now. Oh shit. This is butt clenching, dude. He's gonna throw another. Okay, this should be occupied. Oh, I keep my distance. Oh shit. Okay, you throw the Batarang to make him stop healing. It's almost like... He's gonna charge... It's like a Armstrong in Metal Gear Rising. Okay, I got him. Only that one's like... You have to do much more finesse. This should be it. Yes, yes. God damn. I gotta say, this game's like much more fun on hard. It's like they give you like less room for error. Like you can count how much times like you get hit by a single person and you're done.
I'm fine, Jim. Where's Quinn?
Gone. Must have gotten loose while Bane was throwing you around.
I gotta say thank you, Benny. Honestly, didn't think I was gonna get it that third try, but with your support, you proved that I could be my own very Batman.
I will break you, Batman. Then the Bruja.
No, Bane. This time I break you.
There's Mr. I don't kill Batman over there, drowning Bane in the Gotham Bay.
Jim, get back to the mainland. It's too dangerous here.
I don't like leaving you here.
Radio claims he's planted bombs all over Gotham. Gotham will panic. You're needed there.
We're ready to go now, sir.
Bane called Dr. Young Bruja. What does it mean?
It's Spanish for witch.
That was intense,
Go
though.
through the city's computer. Pull up all you can find on
Bane? Look at him. Hulking. Massive. Big guy. Oh, he's really short when... Well, I guess when we found him, he looked like just a little tadpole. Or, I think male anglerfishes, where they like... Or was it some other fish, where they like attach the females and they just become a little sperm sac?
I'll go through anything you find once I get to the cave.
Steve Rogers.
I built it years ago.
They were talking about Steve in this game, like an NPC named Steve. It's like, oh no, you gotta go save Steve, and then Joker on a phone call tells him he's got his head.
The same chemical that turns Bane into that animal?
Yes, I'm worried. Bane seemed even more powerful than usual. Joker wants the venom, and that can only be trouble.
I'm heading to Dead Man's Point in Arkham North. I'll contact you once I'm in the Batcave.
Oh, the Batcave. Forgot about this. It's just in the middle. There's still enemies abound. I think at this point, the asylum's more overrun. Oh yeah, but Steve Rogers, like, they made him look like just like a regular bodybuilder, but Bane, he's just a tumor with leg tumors. I'm throwing him. Oh, broke the combo right there. Come on, buddy. Come on, hit me with that 2x4. Hit me! Hit me! I don't think they've ever made like a good Captain America game. I'm not saying that as like a hot take, or I've never heard of any Captain America games worth being played. I'd like to, honestly.
You want somebody?
Oh, that guy. Oh, he got me in midair. What was I doing there? Yeah, I still haven't played a since. I think the only Marvel game I played was that Deadpool one. That was like on the PS3 and Xbox 360. I got another upgrade. I'll get the inverted now. But if like they do like a good combat style and like with a shield, like combat where instead of like a counter, it's like a free shield, and like you can probably like level it up to get like a shield counter maybe. The only Marvel game or Avengers-like game I think I got close to playing was Marvel vs. Capcom. But I don't really play fighting games that much anymore. Kinda wish I did. There's
What's
teeth
the
in
deal
there.
with Dead Man's Point? It's been a favorite suicide location in Arkham Island for over 100 years.
Is there another one?
I know. I once saved an unfortunate inmate from leaping off into the rocks below. I found a cave entrance, and over the years have moved a number of supplies here. It's a regular home away from home.
Locked. Okay, there's a door right here. Tweedledum, I never figured out that one. Just 4 guys here. Drop kick. Nice. Where was I? I think the Batcave's over here? Or was it? Yeah, it's right above here. Did you hear him? He goes Nia. What do you mean by multiple combo? Oh, this thing.
My family's blood ran through the heart of Gotham.
Like,
we were doctors, politicians, and teachers. We have been the organ cleaning the arterial
I don't really like
from the city.
have an idea with combos. I just keep mashing and like press triangle when I see them try to hit. Because with the hard mode on this game, they don't show the counter thing that goes. And I know about like takedowns and stuff. Usually I like finishing the battle faster, which is why I use the YB takedown, where you just instantly get rid of them. But I do like trying to keep the combo going higher. Just every now and then I'll just slip up. I don't really focus on the direction because like it's still like third person and it's you can't really see much, so I just focus on people in front of me. Try to get away before like because like I don't have to counter every attack that's like going by because I just like when I'm punching somebody I'll just be like out of the direction. But you can change directions in the middle of the punch. Pretty loud. Are you saying stuff like staying somewhat in like the same area and just attacking people surrounding me instead of like doing backflips across the whole arena?
Disabling countermeasures. Security deactivated.
The blue game. We're in the Batcave.
On.
Like where you stun them?
Dr. Young was heading up a project. It was big, lots of external funding. Here are the last notes she filed. I can't make sense of it. What does it mean?
Looks like she was experimenting on the Arkham patient.
Okay, I'll try it.
This new chemical only barely resembles the original Venom compound.
There are a number of changes that appear to amplify the strength of the drug. Multiple
I'll try to find
references
like
to
a
Titan
gang
formula. Even a
roaming
small
thugs
amount
and
could
see if
trigger
I can
a
like
venom-like transformation in the host, eliminating the
if I could
need
try
for the
whatever
storage
you're talking
tank
about.
Bane requires.
Hang on. These notes aren't complete. The formula is missing.
Because I'm more used to like the later games where like
if Joker gets his hands on this, he will create
you press
an army of 1,000
you do the
Banes.
stun attack on them and then you just like focus fire on the one guy.
Is Joker crazy enough to do that? What am I saying? You've got to stop him.
I mean, I'm fine not getting the achievements. I'm really just playing this game because it's fun. But it would be like real cool if I could go that far. I think the farthest I gone in Origins with like a combo was like 80. And like I think I was hit. It was like during the last mission too. Oh what? Batplug, there it is.
Sorry, boss. Took a little longer to find him than you figured it would.
Oh, there's also that claw where you can fight with it. Okay, there's gonna be a bunch of people here. I'm gonna try that combo thing. Hopefully I got it right. I have an idea of what it is. Right. Oh no. Oh. That's the last guy. So that's what it is? Okay. I know in the later games they actually give you a little report like after the fight to tell you how well you did in it. Let me get this. You actually play these while moving, but I like the way where you counter them and you just focus fire on the one guy, because you can still like counter in the middle of it. I'm trying to remember the last game. The last game I played recently was Metal Slug, but I've never played that before, so I was getting used to the controls. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks.
So what was it that gave it away? The big green glowing question mark?
I didn't see no question mark, Riddler.
I've been digging deeper into Dr. Young. According to her bank records, there have been multiple payments starting last April
another
until
question.
2 months ago. Then nothing. The payments came from a company owned by Mr. Jack White.
One of Joker's oldest aliases. So...
Really?
Joker pays Dr. Young to create his army, and then all of a sudden he stops. Doesn't make any sense.
Can you hear that, Detective? It's the sound of me clapping at your success. Oh, you can't? That's because an idiot would have found that trophy.
Riddler's such an asshole. I know he gets like progressively more pissed the higher I know there's a bunch of trophies in here, but I'd rather get them later. Riddler gets more angry the more riddles you find.
Hey, this is weird. The payments to Dr. Young's account didn't stop exactly. They were declined. Dr. Young put a block on her account.
Sounds like she had a change of heart. She tried to block the payments. Joker doesn't like it when his partners try to back out.
So he decided to get himself back to Arkham, find his formula, and create the army himself.
Exactly.
I gotta try like incorporating more stuns into my combos.
I've hacked into her email accounts. 2 mails stand out. The first is a resignation letter dated last week. Sounds like she was trying to get away.
And the second?
A message from Joker. Well, Jack White. It's a long thread. She's begging to stop the experiment.
We are not cavemen, Riddler. We use technology.
Random threats to her family, a couple of bad jokes, a picture of a dead baby and a threat.
Where?
Go on.
I think I just go this way.
I'm coming for you. I want what I paid for. And then another joke about wheelchairs. Lovely. And a drawing of some kind of donkey.
No mystery why she's so scared. I'm coming up to the surface. I'll find her.
Oracle's in a wheelchair in this game, I'm pretty sure. Barbara. Oh, just no. I might as well look through it. Where? Yeah, right here. She's already in the wheelchair. And I haven't seen the Killing Joke, if that's even the one, but I know Joker is somebody who shot her and paralyzed her.
Great detective has solved a mere 10% of my challenges. Are you ready to give up yet?
Can I get? Yeah, I can.
Easy. A blind man would have stumbled over that.
Sewer bat. Is that another fight one? Got him. Just curious, Benny, have you seen the new Batman with Robert Pattinson in it? I think I asked before, but I'm not sure if you replied to it. Crocky. You did?
Find out why I did it, Doc.
What's this?
You got a cure for me then, Doc? Can you make me normal?
Normal is a poor choice.
When I saw it, I thought the movie was like too long. And like Batman's like a done to death concept in the movies at least, but I just really just like any scene that was Batman getting shot, but I know it was a little stupid. Bro, the slow motion walk, it's how you build up tension, see? Look. You get so tense by the time we get to the next dialogue. But it was very like the movie was like kind of artsy too in a way. Yeah, it was early Batman where he isn't trusted that much by the police yet. But in that movie, by then he already captured the Joker somehow. They don't explain what it was. She didn't really have a mask. Most of the time in the movie, she was like, her face like showing. She didn't really have, she kind of had a suit. I don't think she even had a whip though, did she? Okay, okay, there's actual snipers around. I'd like to get rid of snipers real quick.
Don't worry about the bat. I put a few surprises along the way if he decides to turn up and spoil the fun. Oh, and if you hear a shot in the dark, don't worry. There's very little chance of you getting hurt. Still, I'd want to check your health insurance. Who am I kidding?
A beanie makes sense, I guess.
Looks like the Blackgate thugs
Oh,
have access to
how'd I miss this?
Oh, you found that one. Sorry, it wasn't much of a challenge. I was running out of time.
Oh no. How'd they hear me? What? Oh, they're chasing me. I gotta get rid of this guy quick. I don't wanna am I gonna fight up here? All these dudes. Come on, get me, get me.
Is he okay?
Oh no.
What hit me?
What'd you think about how the Joker looked in that movie? I know they barely, if at all, even showed you what he looked like. But there's a deleted like scene where they had a Joker in it that really wasn't necessary for the movie. Okay. He had like a weird, grotesque, like smiley face. Kind of looked like a. Yeah, he still hasn't done much. He actually gave a riddle, which is something Riddler didn't even do, which is kind of funny. Nah, Riddler did a couple riddles, but... Okay, that's all. Do you think they're gonna do a sequel with that new Batman? I'm pretty sure they are, because I heard it did pretty good in budget-wise or whatever. Combo. So I think I'm getting more health this time. Oh, it's over here. Well, Robert Pattinson, I think his actor's like 30 or something now, but he still like plays young guys. It's kind of weird, but that's usually what they do. He isn't as like ripped like more other actors are, so I guess that's why he looks younger and stuff. I know he didn't want to, like he was saying he didn't need to work out for it, but what he really was saying was he didn't need to do steroids like the other actors. Or not need to, but rather just didn't want to. Get it over here.
Ding dong. Warden Joker would like to announce that as of today, all Arkham guards have been fired due to
Right, being spotted? No.
Take patient interview.
The Joker tape.
In the room is Warden Sharp and myself, Dr. Young.
Okay. This one's tough. Gonna go to the graveyard first.
Any available psychos, killers, maimers, and murderers that are not yet in the old mansion? Hurry up, you fool, before I feed you to the man himself!
Oh wait, one of these is actually a riddle. It's this one. Amadeus. The W? Oh yeah, for Wayne Enterprise, 'cause that's another riddle. Yeah, there it is.
Joker here. Now that I'm in charge, I'd like to hear all your feedback on the place. I'm especially proud of the decor.
Okay.
I hope it helps you all become
And you
more
get Bruce
productive
Wayne.
in our task of taking over.
Shit. There it is. Ledge takedown. There's a trophy right there, yeah. I think even that statue of the warden's one of them too.
Remember to take good care of all our hostages. They're no good to us dead. However, a bruise here or a cut there won't go amiss.
Is this one? No, it actually isn't. Got him cut. I think that's actually locked, so we're going here, yeah. What was here?
Please remember to keep an eye open for any flying rodents during your duties. I hear the asylum suffers from infestations from time to time.
I think at this point when I was doing the replay of this game, because I only got as far as to after Poison Ivy was like running free, and there's like spores around the asylum.
Hey, good times. You want in? I can put in a good word.
Sounds great. I'll look for that.
And I got him. There's something here too.
That trophy was a test. Well done. You passed the elementary grade.
Thanks, Riddler. What the hell is this? Nope. Oh, it's up there. I know that door is locked, I think. I'm breezing through this pretty quick. And I had trouble the first time in another Chronicles of this guy.
As Gotham's veins slowly filled with pain and suffering,
This stuff's pretty interesting to me, I feel.
My father fell first, infected by some foul disease. My mother lived on,
But it was only made for this
but only
game.
in a dream. I returned to the family home to care for her, where she remained in her bed for as long as her body continued to breathe. Her tears kept me awake at night.
Down here, these guys is another brawl. That guy.
Joker here with a little update for you all. First, the good news. We have Dr. Young. Bad news. She's not talking. The document somewhere in the mansion. I want it found. I got a plan on Susan and Son. In the meantime, search every cook and granny. There's a prize for whoever finds them.
Oh, I got an achievement. Oh, fuck me. Right when I saw that I got the achievement in the corner. I fail my combo.
We need to find those notes before Joker does.
I'll get better, I know. I'll become the Dark Knight. I think this one was also riddle. No? What was the riddle for this again? Who's the main man in the main hall? I think this is the main hall. It should be a portrait of Quincy, right? Well. Is there anything in here? What's the point? No point. Is it here? Oh, this part's also pretty neat. Let me do a Robert Pattinson slow walk. Oh shit, wait. I gotta go faster. Look, the officer's like telling him. Oh shit. Look at him, he's chilling.
Think so? Oh yeah? Wanna think again? Look behind you.
They don't tell him about me. What's up, bud? Oh shit.
What's that collar do? Why is it making that noise?
It's the suicide collar.
Yeah,
It sounds weird.
I panicked actually right there. The cop was supposed to like before he came in, he's all cowering, being like, "Please don't shoot me." Then he's got, "Oh, Batman's here." Never mind, you're dead. And he tells him to look behind him, and the guy's like, "How you can't trick me?"
The West Wing. They'd be there now if they weren't busy knocking a little sense into Cash. I'll tell you what.
Oh yeah, Cash. We met him earlier.
The surprise and let them know you're coming.
Joker's such a nice guy. Okay, where do I go now? I think just forward. Place is locked. Is that breakable? No, I need a certain tool for that one. Okay, another Predator one.
You're gonna need
more than that. Why you get Joker on the radio? Tell him
Hang. Get him.
Hey, get off me!
I think with the inverted takedowns, you have to like move immediately, or like they'll like hear him screaming. Damn, I missed it. Oh, another one over here. It helps a lot, yeah, but I'm pretty sure you can't do like a second inverted on a gargoyle, but they give you enough gargoyles. Like on the same gargoyle, because there's already somebody there.
You guys may want to have a look on the walkways. I think someone's left you a gift.
Let's go run. Oh. Panic. There is like a little bit of leeway when you mess up like that. You can still like knock them out, then just run to safety. I waited too long with that. Yeah, let me... Oh, I can actually from up here.
Leave him here. Spread out and fight that bat. Hold up. I'm coming with you.
They're actually watching this back, so I can't... They stop it really quick, but once he turns, I'll be able to get him. I'm gonna run to those grates right there next to... Oh shit. Okay, yeah, they're still... I know the crate ones like make noise, so I can't do them often. Oh, they already separated.
Not anymore. Stay silent and I'll be back.
Man down! Man down!
He doesn't see me? No.
What are you doing?
That guy's just standing there. What the hell's wrong with him? Is it coming this way? No.
Did you even notice?
Oh no, there's... No, there isn't actually.
I've been tracking your performance all night, and I am not happy. You're failing all your performance targets, and I don't
And
think
that's
you'll
all.
survive the night.
Yeah. I like how at this point the Predator missions, like, you need a little bit of more, like, thinking to it. Mainly just, like, getting away after you take them down, because them being taken down just alerts everyone. And also, like, throws off, like, the paths everyone's walking, so you have to, like, rethink a new plan, but...
Where did Dr. Young go?
It makes the gargoyles up too strong, but they fixed that in a way later.
Does she keep her records there?
I guess. She was pretty desperate to get in there. Her office is over there.
How long ago was this? I need to find her notes before Joker gets his hands on them.
20 minutes, maybe more. What's so important about the notes?
Joker wants them. That makes them important. Stay here. I'm going to find her.
Not a problem. I'll try the radio, see if anyone else is around.
Oh, there's more people. No.
Thanks for the help back there.
Hello, hello. If anyone is on this channel, please respond.
I'm curious, if you played like the, I think it's Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor game, because they had a sequel. I forgot what the hell that one was called too, but I think it had War in the title. But it's really just killing goblins and orcs and stuff. But I played the newer one, I think last year, and then Went back to the first one in a while to see how different it was, but the games were very similar outside of graphics and animations. But actually, no, they had a lot of the same animations.
What he saw triggered his mental collapse. There's someone in here! It's him. We found him. Break down the door! Note to self. As ever, it is difficult to continue my research under such conditions.
This is Scarecrow's.
Dr. Cole! Now! Get down on the ground! We found them.
Oh, you will?
Oh, God, what's he done to him?
I'll still be playing for like a good, I think a little, not that way. What's it? Here.
Ha! The only way I could have made that one easier to find is if I strapped it to the hood of that ludicrously ostentatious vehicle of yours.
Ostentatious. Is there a log? No, there isn't. I wanted to see how to spell that word he said. There's a riddle here that I'm just missing.
Our records show that a strange transfer request was made in this room.
Okay.
Arkham Control, can you hear me?
It goes this way to progress the story. I think another Scarecrow thing will happen.
If anyone is on this channel, please respond.
Okay, new riddle. Did Amadeus go mad or was he just dizzy?
Going after the notes yourself, eh, Bats?
What?
Good luck. I've got a crew working on the doctor as I speak. They'll squeeze the formula out of us soon enough. Not to mention the army of clowns ripping this place apart. One way or another, the formula will be mine.
Oh, there it is. Amadeus' room. What? I got it. There it is.
You are performing just below my predicted expectations. And
Amadeus. Is he a real person? Yeah, he is. It's funny. He shows up like 30 years after Batman's introduced. He's a schizo. Never got this guy, it's neat. Anyone else new? Bruce? I already explained this stuff. Or you rather infer it? Philanthropist. He didn't really do that much philanthropy in this game. Or these game series. Sonya has a rap sheet on himself.
at this rate, you'll never beat me.
This room just a dead end. Oh, there's the door. Oh, it's locked. Amadeus. There was something here. Might take me a while to find it, actually. Running around like a bat with his head cut off. Oh wait, Riddler's teeth are over here, so this place is obviously interest. It has to be. Ah, keep missing it. When the vents are this high up, it's like hard for me to see it, especially with the orange. There's a trophy around this corner. There it isn't. Yeah, there it is.
It's not gonna open.
Hold on. I think I've got it.
Yeah, you said that 10 minutes ago.
You could be the one to tell him. I'm not gonna.
It'll be open any second. Damn it.
You're an idiot. Joker's not gonna be happy, and you know it.
He's here!
And I'll crush you. Oh, I should have done the throw as the last one. I wanted to see what that one was like. As like a finisher.
Joker's thugs were trying to get into that office.
It looks like they couldn't get through the main door. Got to find a different way in.
And here's another guy. Another riddle. So it'll be cold day in hell. This. What do you have? Well, he made the puzzles, you damn Riddler. Unknown. He has a real name? Oh no. This one's locked. Oh, an upgrade. More health, that's always good, but I want to see what else I have. This one could be useful. I'm gonna do this one because I do throw batarangs during combos. Can I jump up there? No, you'd have to. Ew, rats. This one looks like it was eaten. Leaves everywhere. I think that's just a fork. What is that? Just also...
Someone has already got to the safe. The only question now is, who opened it? No sign of forced entry. Whoever opened it knew the combination.
A
Let's
mask in the
see.
back.
Good.
Is it
Dr. Young got to her notes before Joker. She's taken them to hide
Finus?
somewhere. I need to follow her and find out where she put them.
That one could have been solved by a monkey. But good job, nevertheless.
How do you mask your feelings? Yeah, black mask. Now this one I didn't get, so I'll read through it real quick. And this guy, he takes the cake. He hates Batman. He hates Bruce. Those are like some of the more worrying villains to have. Ones that hate your hero identity and your real identity, even if they don't know your real identity or not. Oh wait, what comic? Batman. Oh, that's his face. Guess because like Roman Sionis in Origins, he just had a mask on, but you could still see his face at certain cutscenes or even during fights. Okay, detective mode. Was it this?
Oracle. I'm on Dr. Young's trail. I've had to calibrate the scanner
Jesus
to only show
Christ.
recent prints. If I follow these, I will find her or the notes.
I hope it works. Just so you know, the GCPD found one of Joker's bombs downtown. It was full of marzipan and kittens.
As I thought, it's just a twisted
What is
diversion.
marzipan?
The real action's on Arkham.
Door locked.
Joker was right. He's over there.
Get him!
Waste him!
Jesus. Okay, I'm being shell-shocked. Oh no. Oh, I might just die.
Get him on the ground and stop on his...
Oh no. Jesus Christ. It was so difficult for no reason. Oh, what? What? All three. How'd I get in here? What? Oh, a thing.
Patient interview 6. Dr. Crane has been back in custody
Scarecrow.
for 3 weeks. Regular sessions have been inconclusive. I am not sure he is actually insane.
Good evening, Stephen. How are you tonight?
Some Joker teeth.
Of course. If that looks you cold, I would...
I like it when there's an enemy in them.
Let's talk about the
It's like a
events
little icing on top.
What did you think you achieved? Dr. Murphy is still in therapy.
I wanted to understand his personal demons.
Yeah, Scarecrow sounds like a woman.
It's all quite fascinating, really.
But you are...
How does he do it?
were a respected...
Oh, it stopped. Who's the main man at the hall? Zaz. Zaz is still around.
So what, we just wait here?
There are like 2 guys.
The boss wants us here, so we stay here.
Oh, I could do it. Throw him at the wall. What? Oh. She went this way. What does the bird need in the rain? Oh, there's a... Getting a little lag.
So where they taking us?
No idea. Joker doesn't tell us his plans.
She looks scared. Maybe she knew what was coming.
A somersault. Neat. Should be a trophy. He always likes to hide them in grates that like lead nowhere. Question is, how did he get up there? His patented Riddler ladder? Or did he ask the Ladler? Oh. Oh, another thing.
My journey lasted little over a month.
Oh, there's an echo.
Visiting academics
That's
in both
funny.
Metropolis and Keystone, I was exposed to a wealth of new ideas.
Just that room.
I began my day returning home in good spirits, eager to see my wife and family.
What?
I ended it kneeling in their
What
blood.
was that echo?
Broken fragments of my life, pouring through dripping red fingers.
Amadeus, his story through this game at least, is like very similar to Bruce. A lot of the villains have similarities to Batman. How do I get this? There it is. It's neat. I mean, I guess that's a good way to make a villain, is to think of any negative or even positive aspects of the protagonist. Okay, this is a brawl. This is also timed. I want to try the bat claw on the combat. Oh, did it?
Welcome to the Arkham Library. History is so important. A medical here, a murder there. It's enough to drive anyone crazy.
Oh, broke the right guy.
Let's go first.
Okay, that's all most troubling. He's not gonna get here in time. And he's gone. Such a horrendous design, this one. Weird tattoos. I wonder if I could... I think I can read that. It's in some archaic language like UK English. Okay, well. I'm just gonna go up. I already know about this. He can't play me. I already played the game. Oh, wait, what? No, this way. What? Riddler or something. Get up here. You have to get up there, so and drop that chandelier down. Is that the right one, or is that a Riddler one?
Reading the last page first. Shame on you.
How does he know? How does he see me?
Here's the punchline. 2 minutes, and the fuel gas goes boom. Permanently cheering up those miserable doctors. Tick-tock, tick-tock.
I don't know if this is actually timed. Usually there'll be a timer on like that one sequence, but there is a sound effect for a timer. We did it, Batman. If I could... No, you can't dive down, I don't think. Where...
1 minute 30 to go. Gotta say, getting bored
Yeah, this wasn't a real timer.
I should just press the button and...
Thank you, Batman. Are they all gone?
Joker's a little late to the joke.
Yes, you're safe. What happened?
It all happened so fast.
Hey, he came
Some
prepared.
patients broke in, began tearing up the place, like they were looking for something. Bill here fought back, but there were too many. They took Dr. Young.
Bill?
She rushed in here and they followed. I'm sorry. When I came to, we were all tied up. Doc Young was gone. I heard a voice on one of the radios. It sounded like they were being told to meet in the warden's office.
So, Dr. Young was trying to hide her research
funny
notes on
looking.
the formula when she was caught.
Joker
Where
cards.
did you hide them?
Black Joker. White Joker. Where do we go from here? We gotta look for more fingerprints. Oh. We can just skip everything.
Oracle, I found Dr. Young's formula.
Great. So does that mean you've stopped Joker?
I like how he can just destroy
It's
the,
never
like,
this
burn
simple with
things
him.
with his little glue gel, explosive gel.
No, not the formula. What am I going to do? Who can help me now?
Got him. He's obviously being sarcastic.
How about our old friend
Zaz!
Zaz? Well, no doubt he was acting out some twisted fantasy. Maybe you could get her talking? I think he probably can. Great plan, Bats.
Okay. Oh no. Another sequence, I think. This one's much more longer because I think this one's just well, they're all just walking for. You're obviously thinking that's not what I remember it being. He doesn't get wet. Does he? Nah, he doesn't. No, wait. He's looking a little lubricant. Is that money? Earning money? Kick. Ah, no fun allowed.
I can't believe you insisted on sitting through that movie again, Bruce. Come on.
Yeah, what the hell, Bruce?
I'm sorry, Daddy.
Who watches two movies at the same time?
He loved it so. Alfred will wait. Keep up, Bruce.
That reminds me, I don't remember when Alfred's like relevant in this game. He was relevant all throughout Origins because he was basically your Oracle. I kind of miss him.
Where are you taking us?
We can cut through here.
But it's starting to rain. Bruce is tired.
Let's cut the crime alley.
Come on, keep up. We're nearly there.
Surely nothing bad will happen to my millionaire coat, my millionaire shoes, and my millionaire blood.
Hold it there, man.
Who the fuck?
There's no need for this.
Stay where you are.
Hey, yo.
I'll give you whatever you want.
Oh! Oh!
Tom! Oh God! Oh God, Tom!
Clapped.
Be quiet, lady. Just shut up.
Yeah, shut up!
Stay away from me! Run!
Batman. No. I could have saved them. I just had to be been born in time. Can I go?
Come on, kid, this way. Take a seat in my office.
Thanks, Gordon.
Is he okay?
Yeah.
Kid like that with all that money, he'll be just fine.
The worst, the scariest Batman villain of them all. Big baby.
All alone. Money won't fix that.
Big.
Whatever you say, Gordon. His butler's on his way to pick him up. You hear that? He's got a butler.
Just talking about talking to Harv.
I just need to ask you some questions. Can I get you anything? You okay?
Harvey Bullock. I don't remember him being
I know you don't
in any
feel
other
like
game.
me, but it's the only way to catch who did
He is a
this.
fun character.
Why did you do it, officer? Why?
Oh, I can't go into zoom in.
It's this city. There's something wrong with it.
We're out of here.
Listen, call me Jim.
I actually had trouble with this one for some reason. I kept getting seen. There's these giant, gross fingers. Oh no, wait. Okay. Wait. You can't catch me, bruv. I'm out.
What are you trying to do?
Now we're in Batman's Can't Cry, or Bats May Cry. We're breaking his bones. Snapped. Oh. Oh shit.
There's no escape.
I don't think I could be seen from here, can I? A little. So unsettling. I don't want to be seen. Because those loser commentaries, they're like so long. I'm out of here. Oh, there should be more now. I wonder if there's like a... Because they would like... Oh, no. I'm chucking this one. Okay, I guess it's all of them. Oh, wait. Yeah, bro. We're almost there. I could see the signal. Well, at least the signal light, but... No, I'll wait.
I will break you.
I don't think the thing could actually harm you. Dude, I'm floating. You should be able to see my ears. When do I run?
Everything you see is under my control.
Right now. Gotta wait for it. And then it's just a home run stretch. Get fucked. Placenta head. Who's the main man in that?
Has anyone seen the bat?
Batman got so zonked he's in the clock tower.
I need to find another way down.
Whoa. What? Does he normally talk instead of like think? Nice. Now there's actually a Riddler thing here. I just want to make sure I got the right angle so I can get it. I think it is right there. Okay. Right there. Oh no, it's a Amadeus thing.
I returned to my work, but I could not
One
shake
recently,
the pictures from my mind. I should
guess
have been
not.
repulsed, but I was more eager than ever to find an explanation for why someone would do this.
Anyone here? No? A game of cat and mouse can... Yeah, this is right here. Oh?
You try and get past me, Bats, and I will fry you!
Why don't you come right here? Come say that to my face. I don't know if this will work. Come on, buddy. Come on. Where you going? Where you going? Oh!
Oh, there you are.
Hello?
I've been waiting for you, listening to Zaz make the good doctor scream while
Is that
you played
Zaz?
around in Scarecrow's world. How was it this time? Learn anything about yourself? Oh, tell me. Pull up a seat. Talk to me. I'm all ears.
Yeah, you'd like to know. You'd like to know the truth. Probably not, actually.
Sworn I heard Zaz cutting her ears off. Certainly sounded like it.
It's the little bats will learn. There's actually a trophy here somewhere, right? Not in a stall. Okay, the Catwoman thing's right here.
Easy, isn't it?
Grotesque.
Well, we'll see.
Batman has like a fair amount of female love interests.
We'll see.
Fair? What's a fair amount? Okay, there's
Stay where you
Zaz.
are, Batman. Listen to me carefully.
Help me! Please help me! Help me!
That lady's
Come
always
any
screaming.
closer, and I'll paint the room crimson with her blood. I know you're still out there.
Yes. Oh, Joker's just watching.
And you'll hear her final song.
Looks like a
Just kill her. She's...
damn Zaz.
You monster! You evil, evil, evil monster!
He's not going anywhere. You can stop now.
Sorry.
I saw Bane.
I know.
Bane?
Joker threatened me. I wanted to stop the experiment. I tried to give him his money back.
Joker doesn't take no for an answer.
He wants an army, a horrible, twisted force to
You gotta
destroy
get
Gotham,
those
but he couldn't do it without the formula.
Joker Dash.
I hid it, but
So now he has Venom.
Wants you to get
and
his
your
app.
formula.
God, he has gallons of the stuff. There's a lab hidden in the
Gas.
gardens. It's locked off, but the
Gas.
security key codes for the
Was it
entire
gas?
island are in the
I don't
warden's
remember what
safe.
you just said.
What else is Joker planning?
How should I know? You think anything he says makes sense? I think he's insane. Oh my God!
Get out of the way!
No! Blew up.
What's up, you
Alright.
young? Still, you know how Mr. J hates a squealer. Talking about squealers.
Oh,
Somebody help.
That old loony actually thinks he runs this place. Talk about crazy. Well, bad places to go. Get it, boys.
Oh no.
Knock him down, but not too rough.
We're gonna be roughed up by the twins. Get this. Chunk you right there. Oh man. Come on, buddy. Oh, too far away. Got his ass. Nice. Nice.
Oracle. Dr. Young is dead. Have you figured out a way
Pretty
past
dead,
these
all
security
right.
gates? Before she died, she told me there's a production plant hidden somewhere in the gardens.
The Wayne Tech security protocols seem to be hack-proof. Lucius did a good job. It's a two-part biometric sequence apparently generated by the Warden using a code sequencer.
And destroyed by Joker in the safe explosion.
Nice.
Harley
But no,
Quinn
wait,
has
not
the Warden,
nice.
and he's the only chance we have to get past these gates.
The opposite of nice. Detective. Oh, the cane. Right here. Blood. First blood trace. Now that's DNA. I think as soon as I leave this building, which will probably be real soon, I'll probably end the stream.
You are earning my
Going
respect,
on
Dark Knight Detective.
for like
I'll
3
let you
hours.
help me find my socks if you keep this up.
What? I don't want to see fucking Riddler's smelly toes. Oh, an upgrade. Better choose something. I'll just do health for now. I got most things I need. I'll choose the gadgets. This will be useful during Predator missions. Some fresh botanicals. Goddamn teeth. Teeth are very frightening, like when you draw teeth. Oh shit. I think it's the one where you just get behind them and it's pretty easy.
Tell him to shut it now. Heard that, right?
Yeah, you know where to find me. Later. Idiot.
They have the things, but I don't think they go off. That one actually spooked me. They do go off. I was corrected. Wait. No, I didn't get the Riddler map here, did I? Who is the man on campus? The man on campus. Can't be that guy, is it? I don't know who that is. Could have sworn it was like somewhere over here. I think that's just a statue to docks all around the world. No octopuses around here. Oh, they got him. That's Clive Barker, by the way. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. I think it has to be. Oh, Gordon. I already had Gordon's thing, so... Does it work on me? Hee hee. Hee hee ha ha. Oh, you bitch. You're crazy. Oh, that's on the radio. Is it on the radio? No way. I landed on his head. Okay, where's the... That thing still... No, it isn't. No one's out here.
10 minutes ago, I have made it illegal to walk on the floor in any part of the asylum. Anyone caught doing so will be... Oh, this is...
Poor Quincy. Poor dumb Quincy.
will have their legs removed and perform
What are you looking at, Batman?
Emperor Joker. There, I did it.
You're doing great, Sharpie. Ready for more?
Oh wow. It's about time I call it. This stuff, downloadable content. Is this where you play as the Joker? No, I'm not bothered with it right now. That was fun, although I did just redo stuff. A lot of redoing. What is that? Is there a hum going on? No, I think that was longer than usual. Or my only usual is the one other time. Not sure if you're still here, but I just want to give a big thank you to you, Benny Blank. I didn't expect anyone to watch this. Next time I stream will probably be this game. I plan on doing it on Friday. Today's Wednesday, right? Yeah, today's Wednesday. Friday I plan on streaming again. Asylum. I'm thinking on Saturday. A while ago I bought Project Zomboid, and I've never played it before. I know what type of game it is. And I'm really interested in playing it. So, till then, thanks, I'll say that. And goodbye.